The title of this presentation is Real-World Uses of Technology to Enrich Language Learning by Dr. Larry W. Riggs and Dr. Sandra Hellier Riggs. Information in computer technology offers many learning opportunities for students of languages, and the use of computers in the classroom can enhance a language teacher's performance. This paper presents concrete real-world examples of how one modern language department uses technology to enhance students' learning experiences both in and out of the classroom. Different technological examples will be described in addition to any positive and negative results associated with the implementation. The different languages taught in the department are French, Chinese, Spanish, Italian, and German. Students learning a new language need a great deal of language support. Sheer volume of language used, heard, and read is vital. Often there's not enough time during allotted class periods to interact with each student individually. With ICT, faculty can utilize different forms of technology to give students individual attention that does not consume class time and does not require that student and instructor be physically together. Technology's integration in foreign language teaching demonstrates the shift in educational paradigms from a behavioral to a constructivist learning approach. Language is a form of action, so the best way to learn a language is in interactive, authentic environments. Computer technologies and the internet are powerful tools for assisting these approaches to language learning. Even though constructivism isn't a theory associated with using technology, constructivist assumptions are guideposts for developing a vision for integrating technology into the language curriculum. According to Leah, teachers should offer language learners a language-rich environment in which learners are constantly engaged in language activities. Students need to be able to interact with each other so that learning through communication can occur. Computers can help create this type of environment. The computer can act as a tool to increase the volume of verbal exchange. In a study conducted by Leal, computer books were used to investigate whether computers increase verbal interaction between students. Computer books are interactive stories that appear on the computer screen as an actual book with text and illustrations. There are also a variety of interactive choices students can make to enhance the story, including real voices that read aloud, music, sound effects. The story is also highlighted so readers can follow along with the text. The study concluded that verbal interaction and the use of different language functions by language learners can be facilitated by using the computer. The computer book reading environment fostered language development by providing opportunities for verbal interaction, and it was a good supplement to the traditional curriculum. In another study, Hertel described an intercultural email exchange at the college level in which U.S. students in a beginning Spanish class and Mexican students in an intermediate English as a second language class corresponded weekly for one semester. Survey results revealed that this student-centered approach had the potential to change cultural attitudes, increase knowledge and awareness of other cultures, foster language acquisition, and boost student interest and motivation in both language and cultural studies. Bernhardt, Rivera, and Camille conducted a study to examine the practicality and efficiency of web-based placement testing for college-level language programs. Qualitative analysis of the data indicated that students, administrators, and instructors all benefited from the online placement test. For students, accessing a placement test at their convenience without making an extra summer trip to campus was seen as a significant and positively motivating time saver. Having students participate in an academic exercise prior to arriving on campus sends a positive message regarding the importance and the prestige of the language program at the university. For administrators, the time saved by eliminating this extra step during a summer orientation period is significant. Supervisors and instructors reported that more effective decisions were made when they had time to contemplate their students' performances, which brought them greater confidence in the curriculum when they encountered students at the beginning of the class session. Pioneers using Skype in the classroom immediately noted the potential for international connections between classrooms and students. This is a natural fit for language educators interested in having cross-cultural exchanges as well as language exchanges among students using Skype. Skype is a communication tool that allows users to make audio and video calls over the internet. These calls are free to other Skype users. Skype also offers a computer to landline service for both local and international calls. Skype is an excellent tool to help teachers build skills using technology. It incorporates high levels of verbal interaction between users, or in this case, between the teacher and the students. In the second language classroom, Skype can be used to provide a variety of authentic learning experiences to students, including an interview with an author or other native speaker of the target language, or an international collaborative project with other classrooms.
The actual applications of technology being made in Butler University's Modern Languages, Literatures, and Cultures Department make use of some suggestions found in these studies and, to a significant degree, confirm the findings of the studies. An excellent example of technologies creating space for student initiative is one senior French major's independent creation of Skype sessions with students in France studying English at a high school. Beginning as an exchange of help with pronunciation issues in both French and English, these sessions became a forum for discussion in both languages of cultural and academic differences between the U.S. and France. The French major reported several very positive results of this opportunity created through Skype. The French students became more interested when they realized that our students spoke good French, and they began to express their curiosity about life here. Both our student and the French students became more confident and willing second language speakers, and our student was motivated to apply for a job teaching English in France. Our specialist in linguistics uses YouTube and other internet sources to provide his students with a large volume of native speaker language to analyze and try to imitate. This faculty member requires his students to do in-class presentations in which they analyze regional accents and dialects, discursive registers, vocabulary and slang, and other linguistic aspects of native speaker language productions. He also uses Facebook groups for forums and some homework that requires the students to record themselves in video and to discuss a linguistic issue. Other resources he uses are PowerPoint presentations, Blackboard for posting grades and class materials, and SuperSite Kia for homework in lower-level language classes. Several of our faculty members make extensive use of film in both intermediate language courses and upper-level culture and literature courses. The huge volume of films and film segments available online means that classroom time need not be spent on viewing films, and that students can study particular parts of films that they want to report or comment on. One of our professors makes systematic use of films in a third-year grammar and composition course to illustrate and reinforce grammatical points. Students are asked to write paragraphs using the grammar currently being studied to summarize or comment on a 15-minute section of the film. Another of our professors uses SuperSite Kia to create opportunities for students to do self-graded activities. His students do all of their daily homework assignments there. In his writing course, this faculty member has his students use online library databases to find peer-reviewed articles that serve as models for the students' own writing. One colleague reports using films and other online video materials in her civilization course, both to provide subject matter for reports and commentaries and to supplement the course content in areas that were not given very thorough coverage. She uses YouTube video accounts of historical events being studied to provide native speaker language models, to supplement the course's content, and to give points of view different from her own. In covering the Industrial Revolution in France, for example, she showed one video emphasizing its negative effects and another highlighting the positives. One faculty member reports making extensive use of Panopto. In the Modern Language Center or at home, her students can record themselves in either audio or audiovisual format. This professor has her students do their oral exams on Panopto, which enables her to listen and annotate the performances, marking error patterns. This in turn enables the students to re-record the performances, in effect applying the principles of process writing and rewriting to oral work. Discussions can be conducted on Panopto too, and this faculty member uses the same annotation and error coding method to evaluate discussions. Students can use Panopto to listen to a native speaker model and then record, evaluate, and re-record their own oral work. This same professor also uses Panopto to conduct virtual office hours, record lectures and explanations, and provide supplemental exercises. She uses pollanywhere.com to conduct surveys with either multiple choice or open-ended questions on culturally important topics that students might be hesitant to discuss in the classroom. A German professor, this colleague used this method, which allows students to express themselves anonymously, to permit a discussion of female genital mutilation among immigrants in Germany. She also uses pollanywhere.com to measure opinion tendencies among her students in advance, and thus to be prepared for potential controversies. Creating a safe environment for expression of students' opinion is always pedagogically important, and this technology serves that purpose admirably. In making these and other uses of technology, our students and faculty have, for the most part, achieved positive results. Inevitably, some issues have arisen. The French major who Skyped with French students reports that the quality of reception was somewhat uneven and that a webcam was not always available. Format compatibility of films has been a problem on occasion, and our department plans to purchase 2 machines that will show films in any format. Institutional commitment to providing technology and support is vital and is sometimes disappointing. Overall, however, our pedagogy at all levels of instruction and in all the languages has been enhanced by our uses of technology.